Hello students, today we are going to read lesson number second part, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. First of all, the introduction of this chapter is this lesson is about Ustad Bismillah Khan. He was a renowned Shehnai player in India. He is a legend because he did something which has historical significance. He played the Shehnai on the day India got independence on 15th August 1947 at the Red Fort before the Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, gave his speech. Before that, Bismillah Khan played the Shehnai in order to signify something auspicious. Something auspicious of the whole country was about to happen. India was about to get freedom, and so on that occasion, Bismillah Khan played the Shehnai, and so he is a legend. So let us start this chapter. First of all, before you read, do you know these people? What instruments do they play? You can see this on your book. This kind of Shehnai, think of the Shehnai, and first thing you will probably imagine is a wedding and a similar occasion of function. The next would be probably be Ustad Bismillah Khan, the Shehnai maestro, playing this instrument. That is called Shehnai. First of all, the invention of Pungi, and after that, from this Shehnai was made. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of musical instrument called Pungi in the royal residence for had a shrill, unpleasant sound. Pungi was a musical instrument, the predecessor of Shehnai. When the Mughals ruled in India before the Britishers came, there was very famous Mughal ruler named Aurangzeb. He did not allow the Pungi be played on his royal residence because he felt that it had a shrill and unpleasant sound. Means first of all, Pungi was discovered, and after that, Shehnai is come from Pungi. Pungi became the generic name for reed noisemaker. Few had thought that it would one day be revived. A barber of a family's professional musicians who had accessed the royal palace, decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi was made. 7 holes on the body of the pipe. When he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sound were produced. So any musical instrument which was made with reed, like we have flutes, cantates, they are all are classified as pungi. So pungi is born them term of any type of musical which was used wind to produce sound. Aurangzeb has banned all this reed noisemaker. He had banned pungi on his royal residence. As the pungi has unpleasant sound, there was a barber who belonged to a family of a professionals musician and knew the wanted to play pungi, and knew that the sound produced by the pungi was unpleasant, and so he decided to improve the sound. This barber took a pipe which was a hollow stem. It was longer and broader than the pungi. He made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. Means 7 holes means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 holes on the body of the pipe. If you have seen a flute, it is something like this. If you have seen the flute, it is something like this. This is a pipe which is hollow from inside and has hole on it. Then he blew air the pipe and closed and opened different holes. He found that the soft and melodious sounds were produced when he like this. He played the instrument before the royalty and everyone was impressed. When the barber played this instrument in the royal court, everyone liked the sound produced it. The instrument, so different from the pungi, had been to be given name. The royal court thought that this instrument was different from the pungi, so it should have a different name also. As the story goes, since it was first played in the Shah chambers and was played by a Nai barber, the instrument was named Shehnai. Now, there is a story behind the name given this instrument. This instrument was was played for the first time in royal residence of Shah, and Shah was a name given to king, as the nai that is the Indian term used for barber had played it for first time. The name of this musical instrument called Sheh Nai. Sheh means Nai means barber. These two names were given by the king at that time. The name of this instrument was Shehnai. The sound of the Shehnai began to be considered auspicious. As for this reason, it was still played in temples and indispensable components of any North Indian wedding in the past. The Shehnai was part of Naubat, of traditional ensemble of 9 instrumental found at royal courts. Till recently it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit of bringing this instrument on to the classical age goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. The sound which was produced by Shehnai is considered to be a good uh, omen, and so it was played in auspicious. You can hear Shehnai being played at many temples and wedding also. The Shehnai was a part of Nabat. These 9 musical instrument was placed in the royal court, and Shehnai was also part of Nabat. The Shehnai was played to the king court and the temple wedding. It was used on the stage performance, and credit goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. As a 5 years old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near a pound and the ancient estate of Dumrao in Bihar. He was regularly go to the nearby Bihariji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg as a prize given by the local Maharaja. This happens 1880 years ago, and that little boy has travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. When Bismillah Khan was 5 years old, he lived in an old estate named Dumrao in a present day Bihar state. He used to play Gilli Danda, an old sport quite similar to cricket. As he would go to nearby Bihariji temple, although Bismillah Khan was a Muslim, he would go to temple and would sing the song in Bhojpuri language. When he would finish reciting the song, he would get a big laddu as a reward, and the weight of this laddu is 1.25 kg. This was a prize given by Bismillah Khan by a local Maharaja of singing charity. The writer says that in ancient occurred when Bismillah Khan was 5 years old, that he would get a laddu as a reward. After 80 years, Bismillah Khan earned the highest civilian awards in India, the Bharat Ratna. As a 5 years old, Bismillah Khan, born on 21st March 1916, that is the date of birth of Ustad Bismillah Khan, one of the great Shehnai player in the history of India. Bismillah Khan belongs to a well-known family in musician of Bihar. His grandfather Rasul Baksh Khan was the Shehnai Nawaz of Bhojpuri King's Court. His father Paigambar Baksh and other paternal ancestors were also a great Shehnai player. Bismillah Khan was born on 21 March 1950 in a family of musicians in Bihar. The lineage of his father's side was full of great Shehnai players. He can say that Bismillah Khan acquired to still playing the Shehnai from his ancestor. His grandfather was a great Shehnai player. He played Shehnai in the court of Bhojpuri king. Bismillah Khan is also started learning music at his early age. So students, rest of the story we will discuss in our next video. Thank you.